You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, earlier today we found out that 20 people at ESPN would actually be losing their jobs. And this is people that you actually know in front of the camera. Now, I already talked about Jalen Rose, also Jeff Van Gundy. But now we got more names that have dropped, and they are some big names as well. Actually, some of these people are people that I already talked about, and I pretty much knew that these people would actually be shown the door because ESPN had already canceled their shows. So let's go ahead and get into this. Matt Kellerman, Keyshawn Johnson laid off as ESPN firings continue. Yes. Boy, this is bad, guys. But these are the ones right here that I fully expected, especially Matt Kellerman. Remember, Matt Kellerman already had an afternoon show on ESPN, and we found out that, hey, they're probably going to axe his show to make room for Pat McAfee because ESPN brought over Pat McAfee in a bit-time deal. Matt Kellerman got short end of the stick. And then we found out that Matt's, Keyshawn, and Jay Will, their show was getting canceled. And I said, you know what? The writing's on the wall. Matt Kellerman is definitely out of there. No doubt about it. Now, Keyshawn Johnson, he had already moved back to L.A., and I was like, all right, he's probably going to be gone too. But Matt Kellerman, for sure, I knew he was going to be gone. I believe that was the first on-air talent that actually said would probably be gone. And now he is gone. Keyshawn Johnson, too. And boy, we're not stopping there. We are not stopping there. They got more names here, guys. So look at this. A San Francisco 49ers legend, Steve Young, out of the job, fired by ESPN. Look here. 49ers legend Steve Young included in big round of big name ESPN layoffs. And I believe he had been at ESPN for quite a while. It says here, ESPN laid off Hall of Fame 49ers quarterback Steve Young on Friday, according to a report from Front Office Sports. So they're the ones that actually broke it down on him. Young had been a fixture on ESPN's NFL studio shows, including NFL Countdown, for more than 2 decades. Now, if you actually look back to the initial reports of the layoffs, it said it was actually going to be people that had been there for decades. Steve Young has been there for 20 years, 2 decades. It goes on, it says he was part of a round of layoffs that included many notable on-air personalities. The network's lead NBA analyst, Jeff Van Gundy, was also cut. The star-studded layoffs were first reported by Andrew Marchand of the New York Post. Former First Take co-hosts Matt Kellerman, also Keyshawn Johnson, and Jalen Rose were among the major names who reportedly lost their jobs. Now, I still don't know all of the people that actually lost their jobs. So we're up to, about 7 or 8, big time people that we do know. But also here, guys, not stopping, Susie Cochran right here. Yes, the host on Monday Night Football shown the door. This is on Outkick here. I just saw this. ESPN needs new host of Monday Night Football after laying off Susie Cochran. Several in-house candidates emerged. So I'm not going to really dive into the candidates. That's not really a part of the video here, but look here. She even made a post here and says, today, I joined the many hardworking colleagues who have been laid off. Heartbreaking, but 27 years at ESPN was a good run. She was there almost 30 years. So grateful for a 38-year career. Longevity for a woman in this business is something I'm especially proud of. Next step, a project that gives back right there. So, especially with football season about to start, I believe that camps are going to be starting at the end of July. And Monday Night Football is going to be coming up pretty fast. And now they don't even have a host for Monday Night Football. Man, this is just really, really huge, guys. And I don't know who else is laid off right now. It took me 3 hours or so to actually update this here and get more people. But I fully expected that Keyshawn and Matt Kellerman were going to be gone. Stephen A. Smith, clearly safe. Clearly safe, I don't want to hear Stephen A. Smith race baiting on things again at all because, it's pretty clear that he is the big fish over there that is untouchable. I mean, guys, honestly, if they did let Stephen A. Smith go, I believe that would have probably just broken the company right there. I mean, this guy is making a whole bunch of money. He's pretty much the face of ESPN. They were not going to let him go. Now, the future of ESPN after all this, I have no idea. But I do believe that the future is pretty bleak over there at ESPN. People are cutting the cord. People are tuning off on ESPN. I mean, people still watch live sports, but to even watch live sports on ESPN, guess what? You have to actually subscribe to cable or some type of, cable 2.0, some type of a streaming service, like YouTube TV or something like that. And guess what? Those prices still increase. Remember, YouTube TV used to be like $35, then it kept going up. Now it's like $72.99 a month because ESPN is very, very expensive. And some people have just completely cut the cord and went straight, antenna. That's pretty much what I did. But I do have, some streaming services as well. But what do you guys think of this? More names drop over there at ESPN. I mean, I think this is so bad now, guys. Remember, this is ESPN doing this themselves. This is actually not a part of the Disney layoffs per se, even though it's kind of connected to that. I do believe that Walt Disney, the Walt Disney Company, is going to unload ESPN eventually. I mean, they have just been bleeding money. And you can see here, they must have been in some big time trouble financially to lay off this many people, big name people. They're cutting the $1 million contracts out for the most part, except for the big names. Stephen A., of course, they're going to pay Pat McAfee. But they just took the sledgehammer to a lot of people that had been there a very, very long time. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.